GR is simply a model of putting the responsibility of the learning onto the students. So it's taking the responsibility of teaching and learning and moving it more and more into the student's hands so that they're in charge of their own learning, and shifts the focus from what I'm doing to what the students are doing.
All right, so what we're going to do today, we're going to be looking at pattern recognition, right? And then trying to quantify these patterns and generalize these patterns. So what I want you to do is, can you show me a picture for the fifth case? So on your board right there, draw me what the fifth case would look like for this pattern.
For me as a student, that on my part, I have to do my work, and thus that being a reflection on the teacher's work. Because if I get my work done and I get 100%, well then he's taught me well enough to where I can do it on my own. It's more towards the student. The teacher does have responsibility for getting you the work and having you be informed how to do it, but at the end of the day, it's you that has to be responsible. The teacher shows you in class, and then you're left on your own to do your own stuff. Like when you get home, it's your responsibility. So you actually put yourself in a situation to have to learn it, because it'll affect your grade otherwise.
Match them up and fill in any of the missing pieces and represent them. Okay, they're looking at the total, the black, and the white, and coming up with some expression for each one of them. Yes. So go ahead and get the paper out that you're working. You should have some of it already started.
Hey, D is the 2n minus 1, isn't it? Wait, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. No, it's...
Is it really? Look at this. It's like it's splitting it into two triangles.
Yeah, it is. D for the white is 2n minus 1.
My primary role is to find good problems and structure them in such a way so that students have access to them and they can enter in the problem solving without showing them all of the steps that they need to take. But it's through the correct scaffolding and setup of the right problems that students are then able to investigate the mathematics deeply while still getting the chance to think creatively and problem solve.
The primary role of the teacher is to present problems in a way that I can solve them for myself without just giving me all the information and just knowing right off the bat. Definitely myself. I mean, in Mr. Fink's class, I'm definitely the sole person that is responsible for my learning. I definitely think that teaching me to solve my own problems rather than giving me answers immediately is going to be beneficial later.
I feel like it's both between the student and the teacher in the fact that the teacher teaches it and the student, I feel like, is supposed to help broaden it and to help themselves understand it.
In general, GRR is just, I will set up some kind of problem as a class, maybe model a little bit to the students, and then release them in small groups and then individuals to work through them. And it's through the discussions they have in groups, the problems that they encounter, that they're able to form their own conclusions and make their own justifications. And when that happens, learning is taking place.